Hi, welcome to Sunya and welcome to the last episode of our 20 days prelim series, Cut the Clutter. For all the days that I have recorded the series, for every video, each and every video, starting from the first to the 19th video, I had a script. As in, I used to come with a list and I had pointers and I exactly knew what I wanted to talk about. When I had started making this series, my goal was to keep every episode to the point. So, in none of the episodes, I ever tried going deep down into the so called motivation aspect of prelims because I personally felt that in the last 90 days, discipline is something that would work a lot more than motivation would. So, in none of the episodes, as far as I remember, I ever tried to go into the perspective of how you would be feeling 60 days before the prelims, how in general can you deal with those feelings and things of that sort. That is why today in the last episode, the topic for the day is the most important prelim strategy, having faith and letting go. Today, rather than discussing the strategy about a particular subject or about tests or about simulations, I just want to have a talk with you. If you are someone, firstly, if you are someone who has been following this series from day one, thanks a lot for being here. This was my first project and I'm very thankful if you decided to invest few of your minutes, and I really hope that whoever saw this video, even if I was able to make a 0.001% difference to your prelims preparation, more importantly, if I was able to make you feel that you are capable enough, then I would be really happy, because the whole goal of making the Cut the Clutter was that I wanted to tell you that in the last 90 days, rather than relying on someone, you need to enable yourself. I just wanted to make you feel that whatever you're doing is fine, you can improve, but whatever you're doing at this point is still good. So firstly, thank you for being here for the 19 days. And now coming to the topic for the day, having faith and letting go. And why is it important? If you are attempting prelims for the first time or for the last time, or you are in your third or fourth attempt, all of you must be knowing the selection rate in prelims. I don't need to talk about it again. You know what the selection rate is. The prelims exam is designed mostly to eliminate rather than to select, and this is a fact. All of us know that lakhs of aspirants would be sitting for it, but a handful of us would be making through the list for the prelims. Okay, all of us know it, but still all of us decide to invest a part of our lives, the part of our youth, to prepare for this. I just want you to know that that decision enough is worth applaud. Unfortunately, we as a society are so result driven, and so is this exams ecosystem, that our worth is often calculated in terms of our marks. If you are inside the list, great. But unfortunately, if you are not, nobody cares beyond that point. You either pass or you fail. If you pass, great. But unfortunately, if you don't, then you miss the list by 1 mark, 0.1 mark, or 100 mark. Nobody cares. Everybody just sees you as a failure. And this is a harsh truth of this exam. You must have experienced it around you. I have experienced it around myself. Nobody talks about the mental health aspect, the anxiety, the loneliness that comes with this exam. So I just want to tell you firstly that I have gone through it. So if you are going through it too, please don't feel bad. Being vulnerable is not a sign of weakness. So first thing that I would want to tell you, that in these last 60 days, firstly, if you are sitting in a room and preparing sincerely, and in between sometimes you feel unsure about the future, you get negative thoughts about how difficult the paper would be, my humble request to you is, please don't try to suppress your feelings. Talk to someone. It is okay to feel the pressure. All of us feel it. There's nothing wrong with you asking for help, whatever help it is. Fortunately, unfortunately, at this point of time, I am pretty sure if you are willing to take academic help, you probably will get it. But the emotional, mental aspect of it sometimes gets ignored, and sometimes we keep suppressing our feelings and they keep bottling up. So firstly, my request to you would be, please, if you're feeling vulnerable, talk to someone. Talk to someone who would understand. And as I say this, I also know that it is very difficult during this preparation to find few people who understand your vulnerabilities without judging you. Most of us are afraid because people would judge us for being vulnerable, people would judge us for feeling bad. But that's okay. If you can, firstly, please talk to someone in your weak moments. You don't have to go through it all alone. I can assure you that the immense pressure of this exam makes the best of us sometimes feel underconfident. In my initial attempts, when I did not clear it, I'll tell you, I used to be so anxious, and the anxious were directly proportional to how close the exam is. And in my initial attempts, while going to attempt the paper, I used to start having all the negative thoughts from my home to the examination center. I used to get the worst and worst of thoughts that I am not worth anything, मैंने कुछ पढ़ा नहीं है. Like मैंने अपनी पूरी ज़िंदगी में जो भी मिस्टेक्स की होती थी ना, वो मुझे घर से एग्ज़ाम सेंटर जाने तक याद आ जाती थी. And when I used to enter the exam hall, by that time I used to anyways feel so underconfident कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है मेरे इनिशियल अटेम्प्ट्स में मैंने कभी प्रीलिम्स का पेपर ठीक से अटेम्प्ट ही नहीं किया. I never attempted the paper to the worth of my potential because the negative thoughts used to surround me. And only when in my later attempts I was able to somehow calm myself down, I was somehow able to calm my nerves down, only then actually I entered in the game, and only then I was able to clear prelims. So in the last 60 days, as much as you would want to focus on your studies, please also focus on how you're feeling. Please sleep properly. प्लीज़ मेडिटेट. आई नो ये सब बहुत छोटी चीज़ें लगती हैं कि स्लीप स्केड्यूल एक हफ्ते पहले ठीक कर लेंगे, मेडिटेशन तो क्या ही करेंगे, बट प्लीज़ पे इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ फोकस ऑन कामिंग योर नर्व्स डाउन, एंड प्लीज़ डोंट सराउंड योर सेल्फ विथ पीपल हु आर टॉक्सिक. ट्राई टू बी इन सॉलिट्यूड, एंड द सॉलिट्यूड डजेंट हैव टू बी कि आप अपने आप को एक रूम में बंद कर लेंगे, बट प्लीज़ ट्राई टू मेंटली डिटैच योर सेल्फ फ्रॉम द पीपल अराउंड एज वेल एज रिजल्ट ऑफ दिस एग्जाम. एंड आई नो दिस इज सच अ हिपोक्रिटिकल स्टेटमेंट टू से कि जिस चीज़ के लिए इतना पढ़ रहे हैं उसके रिजल्ट से डिटैच कैसे कर लें, बिकॉज हर दिन तो हम सुबह उठ के यही सोचते हैं ना कि इस बार प्री होगा कि नहीं, सारा फोकस ही रिजल्ट पे होता है. तो हाउ डज वन एक्चुअली डिटैच? And this is where the topic of the day comes, that the most important prelim strategy is not what I told you in the last 19 days. That was only the half of it. The second half of it is you being able to tell yourself that I'll give my best, and then whatever happens, happens. If somehow you're able to make this mental shift rather than fixating on the result a lot and just keep thinking कि क्या question आएगा, क्या होगा, try focusing on what you can do. कंट्रोल द कंट्रोलेबल्स. एथिक्स में वी रीड अबाउट निष्काम कर्म. हम अपना काम कर सकते हैं, एंड देन यू हैव टू हैव फेथ. यू डू योर पार्ट, द यूनिवर्स विल डू रेस्ट ऑफ इट्स पार्ट, एंड आई ट्रूली बिलीव दैट गॉड डज रिवॉर्ड हार्ड वर्क सूनर लेटर, बट येस, गॉड फॉर श्योर डज रिवॉर्ड हार्ड वर्क. प्लीज focus on what you can do, and beyond that you will have to let go. You cannot get obsessed with that one chapter of history, imagining कि सब इसी में से आएगा. You cannot break down because of a low test score, imagining कि अगर टेस्ट में ही मार्क्स नहीं आए तो एग्ज़ाम में कैसे आएंगे. If you are, especially on the day you are having a bad day, you have to tell yourself that okay, this doesn't define my result. I'll just keep doing what I have planned. I won't stop. I will give my 100%, and then एग्ज़ाम के दिन पे जो होगा वो देखेंगे. दिस इज़ अ वेरी स्मॉल थिंग कि ये जो माइंडसेट होता है 50 to 60%, इनफैक्ट अराउंड 80% ऑफ पीपल स्टिल विल कीप थिंकिंग अबाउट एग्ज़ाम के दिन क्या होगा, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट थॉट जो लास्ट 60 डेज़ में अपना फुल पोटेंशियल दे सकते हैं, प्रॉबली हम वो नहीं दे पाएंगे, बिकॉज वी विल कीप इमेजिनिंग एग्ज़ाम के दिन क्या होगा. यू ऑल्सो नो, आई ऑल्सो नो, किसी को नहीं पता है क्या होगा. वी एक्चुअली बियॉन्ड द पॉइंट, कोई कितना भी क्लेम कर ले कि ये यहाँ से आएगा वो वहाँ से आएगा, यूपीएससी प्रीलिम्स पेपर इज़ अ यूपीएससी प्रीलिम्स पेपर. बियॉन्ड द पॉइंट नोबडी कैन प्रिडिक्ट. तो जो चीज़ कंट्रोल कर ही नहीं सकते उसके बारे में बहुत ज़्यादा सोचने का फ़ायदा नहीं है. आप ये सोचें कि आप नेक्स्ट 60 डेज़ में अपनी सिंसेरिटी के साथ प्रिपेयर कैसे कर सकते हैं. And beyond that, you will have to let go. You will have to have faith that things will be fine, and they will be. So this is what I wanted to say. Firstly, if you are suffering, like if you're feeling anxious, don't feel bad about it. Please talk to someone. Please talk to a friend. Talk to your parents. I have been here for so long, and I can guarantee you that the only reason I have survived through my attempts is because I was extremely lucky in that department. I always had my brother who has supported me immensely. I have a friend who I can like call at 2 a.m. and tell him that मेरे से नहीं हो रहा है, and he will just keep telling me हो जाएगा. And then I have had Amritan sir who has supported me immensely throughout my attempts, and I genuinely feel that without these people I would not have been able to do like progress through my attempts and make progress. So if you need help, please don't suppress your feelings. Please don't feel that it is not okay to take help. Just talk to someone you trust, tell them how you're feeling, and more often than not, just when someone hears you sincerely, things start feeling better. As and now we are in the last lap, जैसे जैसे prelims pass आएगा, you will get negative thoughts, and it is very normal to have them. So firstly, please take help, talk to someone. And secondly, just know that beyond a point, you cannot control everything. Everything cannot be planned. Everything cannot be predicted. I understand that all of us who are giving prelims would be having different kind of baggages, family pressure, different kinds of pressure, academic pressure, and I understand how difficult it is, and that is why I'm saying that it is so unfortunate that our society is so result driven कि अगर selection हो गया फिर तो ठीक है, लेकिन if you miss it, then nobody cares about your hard work. Nobody cares कि आपने कितनी मेहनत की थी. नहीं हुआ तो बस नहीं हुआ. So nobody is gonna pat your back for trying. Please try doing that for yourself. Second thing, nobody cares, and this is the truth. It is your exam. आपको जाके लिखना है वहाँ, कोई कितना भी बोल लेगा, nobody cares. So in these last 60 days, you should be having a lot of positive confirmations and affirmations with yourself. You should pat your back. एक छोटे से टेस्ट में आपके अच्छे मार्क्स आए ना, that is a win. Please pat your back. And on the days when you are not doing good, pat your own back for trying and not giving up. It is not easy to prepare for prelims. It is a humongous task. And for every one of you who are showing up each day, आप बस सुबह उठ के कोशिश कर रहे हैं ना, that is worth appreciation. Just because other people are not appreciating it doesn't mean कि आपके हार्डवर्क का कोई वर्थ नहीं है. आप जो हार्डवर्क डाल रहे हैं, आप जो सिंसेरिटी से पढ़ रहे हैं, उसका वर्थ है. So please pat your own back. Keep telling yourself that things will be fine. Study sincerely, and please don't ignore the mental health aspect. Whenever you need help, please seek it. ठीक है? I really hope that all of you do very well, and not just in terms of results. वो तो ठीक है, एक दिन जब आप पेपर देंगे, but I really genuinely hope that all of you also do well in terms of your mental health in the next 60 days. You try to be calm. I know easier said than done, but please try that. You give your best and then have faith in God. I wish you all the very best for upcoming prelims. Take care.